I grew up with a dad that was an optometrist. My grandpa is also an optometrist, so I really grew up around the field in general. But something that really drew me towards it was wanting a family life, but also wanting to be involved in healthcare in some way. And I remember every morning waking up and my dad was at the breakfast table with us, but he was still there to cheer us on at our afternoon activities. For me, a lot of the deciding factor had to do with location, as well as obviously board passage rates were super important. And looking at board passage rates of SCO, they far exceeded my expectations. I believe that the patient base that we serve here is super diverse, and it allows you to see a lot of different things when it comes through our clinic. So having that experience in clinic while you're still in school really allows you to see whoever you need to see when you're outside of school actually practicing. SCO, I've worked with a lot of different doctors that came through SCO. I've seen externs that came out of SCO, and everyone was so willing to help. Everyone was so happy and joyful whenever I came for my interview. So it really drew me in, just the joy and how much the faculty really wants you to succeed here, because eventually they'll be your colleagues as well. So it is really nice to come here and be able to work together as opposed to competing with each other like we would in undergrad. We are all extremely smart individuals, that's why we made it here, but to be able to have other people to bounce ideas off of, everyone helps each other. If someone makes a note page or a summary page, they'll send it out to the group. Facility-wise, obviously having the addition onto the tower originally, just with our new north-south classroom, was super helpful. Having the speakers that allow us to ask questions where the entire class can hear us, as well as pick it up on our recordings to watch later, is super helpful. And then having the clinic right next door is amazing, because when you get out of class, when you're third year, you just walk right over to the clinic for your time in clinic. It's connected to your locker. You don't have to worry about keeping anything in your car. Being able to see 2,500 to 3,000 by the time you graduate your fourth year is a lot, and it allows you to see a lot. So I personally, especially as a student, enjoy going over to Crosstown. I have a certain table that me and my friend love to go up and sit at. There's also Shelby Farms, which I know a lot of people love to go hang out. They've got, kayaking and horses and all that, and people take their dogs over there and go for walks. But Island is also really great because a lot of students live over there. You can't really take a walk along the Greenbelt without passing someone that you know. When I'm not studying or in class and lab, I do enjoy hanging out with my two dogs, taking them for a walk. I also have spent a lot of time over in the activity center just working out, because that's a big stress reliever for me, and so it's really great to have that next door as well. I represent SCO on the national level with the entire American Optometric Student Association. So for the AOSA, there is a lot of opportunity in regard to legislation. We've learned a lot about how we as eye doctors are allowed to even do the things that we're allowed to do now. And so we have a lot of voice when it comes to lobbying with politicians. Like in Washington, D.C., we always have AOA on Capitol Hill. And then for Private Practice Club, we get a lot of insight into the best realm to start a practice, or how to get into private practice, or even just being a partner in a practice. And so it gives a lot of your future kind of jump off point.